What's good, YouTube? Recently, I was watching an interview with 21 Savage on $1 Million Worth of Game, and he gave some great advice that his manager told him about touring that I felt would be great to share with you guys. So, with that being said, I'm going to let the clip roll, and then we'll break it down.
Why did you transition from the club to the tickets? Because a lot of people don't understand what hard tickets is. Why did you transition? What was the importance of that?
My manager, early on, we all really, everybody, we just was learning as we go.
Measy?
Measy.
Shout out to him.
So he broke it down to me, because at first I'm like, man, fuck that tour. I'm getting 40, 50,000 in the club. Probably 30, 40,000 in the club at the time. Mm-hmm. And you want me to go on tour for a month and get $2,000 a show. That's $60,000 for the whole fucking tour. That's 2 club shows. And I'm wasting a whole month. He broke it down to me nigga, the most you can get in the club is probably 100,000. It's people who going and doing ticketed shows getting $2-3 million. So if you want to be a nigga who get 100,000 for the rest of their life, keep going to the club. If you want to get $1 million a show, go sacrifice, do this tour, build this audience, then go do your own tour and just keep building on that.
All right, so as we can tell, 21 Savage recalled a time where he was making 30 to 50K a show in the club, and had a period of time where his manager told him to do a United States tour for 2 months where he was only making $2,000 a show and going to make $60,000 as a whole. And 21 Savage was like, dude, why am I doing this? It doesn't even make sense. I'm making this much in the club. Why would I waste my time if we're basically just going to break even with the travel? And his manager was like, look, yeah, you're only going to make $2,000 for now, but in the long term, there are people that are getting $1 million to $3 million for one hard ticket show. So just go do this tour, be patient, and in the long term, you'll be able to do less work for more money as more demand builds for you. So just to break down the difference between the two, right? So club shows, artists are typically going to do these in their home or regional cities where the first people that gravitated towards their music originated from. So there's high demand for them and they don't have to travel very far. And for the club themselves, right? So if they're going to book 21 Savage for 50K, drinks at clubs are already super expensive and they can charge for ticket entry. So it's not that difficult for them to make 50K plus back and make the night profitable. So it makes sense for the artist and the club. For tours, this is different for promoters, right? You have potential to make more money because you're able to pull more people into these venues or arenas or whatnot. But if a promoter has never seen the value that you bring to the equation, nor if you have never gone on tour around the US and have, most likely not built a strong fan base in cities outside of your region, then it doesn't make sense to pay you a high price. This is why that promoter was only trying to pay 21 Savage $2,000. He basically said, hey, I know that you're a popping artist around this area, but I've never seen your value showcased. So there's no way that you can possibly build the leverage in this equation to tell me you need more money. And this is where the advice to music artists really comes in. It's you need to sometimes not see what's right in front of your face in the short term. You need to understand the long-term vision for yourself. Yeah, you're sacrificing, what could be some good money right now, but if you just do this tour, then what you can make in the long term is so much better. But you have to bet on yourself and you have to understand the process that this is the right way to go. It's all about building a foundation. Now, once an artist has successfully built a touring history and has gone through the initial stages and they're putting out great music and people are talking about them online and there's real demand for them, then they can go back on the next tour and say, hey, this is my demand now. I'm much bigger than I was. I've been all around the United States. I'm building fans everywhere. I need more money per show. And that's how you do it, just like any deal. You just need to showcase your value and then in the long term show that you're worth the money that they're spending. So for any music artist that's listening to this, take this example of how 21 Savage built his initial touring history and his career, and now for a fact he's getting way more money per show than $2,000 for those hard ticket sales. And he's at the point where he's selling out big venues. I don't know if he's at arenas yet, but he's definitely selling out big venues because there's demand for him as an artist. Always make sure that you see the long-term vision for yourself. Who cares about where you're going to be in this first couple months or year? Think about where you want to be in 3 to 5 years. You want to be able to do less work for more money. If you guys found this advice helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.